Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Sounds Good Radio. I'm your host, Schriver, and today things are a little different. If you are not watching on YouTube, you will not be able to see that I'm not in the studio. That's because I'm at a campsite. I'm camping in the woods, y'all. And that's not all the news that I have for you. I have also moved. And drum roll, please. I'm finally going to tell you guys where I'm at. I'm in the beautiful state of Colorado. That's right. I came back. Life has changed. Things have changed. Don't worry, Neek will still be doing podcasts with me, but we are opening up season 3, and I wanted to come to you guys solo. I'm trying to face a fear of mine to be able to record some podcasts by myself. I actually drafted this episode literally like 8 months ago, last summer. And I've kind of been putting it off because I have a lot of things to update you guys on. Things just kept happening, and now felt like the perfect time to come and talk about these things. So before I dive into what's going on in my life, I want to start with a little quote that I came across. This whole episode is going to kind of be filled with talking to the moon quotes and segments and stuff like that. Things I've picked up these past couple months since drafting this episode, and life changes and all the things. I have a lot of things that I have come across and wanted to tell you guys, so we're going to jump right into it. All right, it goes a little something like this. It's called I Don't Want to Grow Up. We wake up every morning assuming that there will be another. We make plans for next year as if it's guaranteed. We push our dreams into the future, believing there will always be time. But one day you won't wake up. One day you will have put off your dreams for the last time. You will have told yourself next year one too many times, and there won't be a next year. What are you waiting for? The promotion? The savings account to hit a certain number? Some mystical moment when everything finally feels safe? Here's the truth. It will never feel safe. You will never feel ready. But life doesn't wait. It moves with or without you. So go. Book the flight, quit the job, write the book, fall in love. Watch the sunrise from the top of a mountain, because at 2 a.m., when the world is quiet, the only thing worse than failing is realizing you never even tried. That's a quote by Scott Stillman that I came across, and kind of really wraps up and fits perfectly with kind of everything that I've been going through. I kind of shared with you guys that I was making a career change, that I was going to be leaving the country to go and teach English as a foreign language. But things didn't quite pan out the way I wanted them to. Just the logistics of everything was going to take a lot longer than I had budgeted for, and Mama had to go back to work, begrudgingly. It's bittersweet, but I'm doing my best to look at the bright side. I love Denver. I loved the last time that I was here. I've been here for about a month now, and I've really been enjoying myself. We are having wonderful weather, which is why I am here at this campsite. I'm going to get into all that later. This episode just going to kind of touch on movement of life, reasons and seasons and all the things. This was a very hard decision to make, because I was just mentally at a point where I was so ready to make that shift in my life and do something different and follow my dreams. And it was hard coming here, I'm not gonna lie. I, for the first time in a long time, literally fell to my knees, crying as soon as I got here. It was just kind of like, please send me a sign that I'm on the right path, that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just trying to figure that out right now. It gets easier every day that I'm here, and it's easier to reframe my mind and look at the positives. I can be a very pessimistic person, but that's something I'm working on. And as I was kind of editing this episode to fit where I'm at now. It was like a week after I had got to Denver, I literally came across a quote on one of the little meme pages I followed. And it says, "May you get a sign that shows that you're on the right path and that things are flowing and moving in your favor. May the sign be evident, clear, and direct." And I don't know how much more evident, clear, and direct that can be, but here we are. A saying that I hear a lot that I don't really like hearing is everything happens for a reason. Because I feel like as humans, our response to that is to search for a reason. So I've tried to kind of reframe my mind more so everything is happening because it's supposed to. And if you are supposed to know the reason, you would or you will. Most likely, you eventually will. It might not be in the timing that you would have preferred. It might not come as quickly as you wanted. It might not be the answer that you wanted, but you just have to learn how to go with the flow and adapt. I'm not grieving a life that I haven't lived yet. The feeling that I have isn't necessarily like sadness or grief or failure. My mom had asked me whenever I got here, she was like, I hope you don't feel like you failed. And in the moment I did, but I think what I'm feeling is more so anticipation, just that hunger to know like what is on the path ahead of me, what is just around the corner. So yeah, this healing journey that I'm on is a tough one, but I'm doing it and I'm glad I'm doing it. I know that the universe steered me in this direction for a reason, and I'm going to make the most of it, whatever that reason may be, no matter how hard I do or don't try to search for it. So yeah, I'm really happy. Work's going good. My house that I'm staying in, my roommate's awesome. She's great. Hi, Caitlin. She follows the podcast. Hi, Ariana. She follows the podcast too. So yeah, it's good. It's good. The neighborhood I'm in has an absolutely beautiful view of the mountains to watch sunsets and everything. So it's good. It's good. Some random news. Whenever I first got here, it was full moon cycle, which was amazing. And I was sitting outside looking at the moon, talking to the moon. There was a moonbow around the moon because it was cloudy and it was just absolutely beautiful. And you can see Jupiter too. So that's on my TikTok if you want to see it. So yeah, I'm here at least for 3 months, maybe more, probably more. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where I end up. But my friends are wanting to come visit. And hey, listen, y'all, book the flight. I'm right here. Okay. I'm all alone, 1,000 miles away from home. Somebody come keep me company. Neek has already talked about flying out. She's wanting to come see me, and she's not been to Denver. So, y'all, I gotta hurry up. I'm losing sunlight out here. Hopefully, maybe the sky will be really pretty when the sun sets. Yeah, Neek's gonna come, and I think we're gonna do a trip up to Steamboat. That's my favorite place in Colorado. We're gonna go on a hot air balloon ride, y'all. Yeah, I did not do it the last time I was here. And I told myself coming here, I was like, you're going to do all the things that you didn't get to, you talked yourself out of, psyched yourself out of. And one of those things was camping alone in the woods. So I am camping, y'all. I'm out here in the woods. I'm literally like right on the state line of Colorado and Wyoming. I'm on this beautiful homestead property, ranch property. I don't know. I found this place on an app called HipCamp, and it's basically like Airbnb for camping and RVs and all that kind of stuff. I lucked out, y'all. This campsite is the only campsite on this property. So they have like 35 acres. Oh, Lord, I forgot what it's called. It's something about a neurolith, a something or another. The rocks that I'm sitting on, y'all, all these boulders, like Boulder, Colorado, all these boulders are 1.4 billion years old, something. They're granite. I'll insert some videos of them and maybe some text on screen because I don't have my notes queued up for that. But yeah, I didn't go camping the last time I was here, and I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I found a freaking 10-person tent on Facebook Marketplace for $80. Got it. Set it up all by myself. I will be doing a TikTok on that. Don't you worry. That was fun. But yeah, this campsite is absolutely beautiful. It backs up to like a bunch of boulders. There's a huge pasture. Lord, are you here? And yeah, they've got hammocks. They have like a swinging chair, picnic tables. I'll insert a bunch of videos if you're watching on YouTube. They have a grill and there's running water, y'all. They literally have this huge, like 300-foot hose coming from their property because they're on well water. And there's like, they made up an outdoor sink. I got a porta potty, y'all. Oh, I got a porta potty. Listen, this is living the lap of luxury, okay? I'm having a great time. I'm a little nervous for nighttime, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. They're just a hop, skip, and a jump around the corner. And if all else fails, I can just run for my life. I don't know. It's going to be fun. They said, because my dad asked, he was like, do they have lions and tigers and bears out there? I said, no, I think they have mountain lions. So I asked my hosts, and they have moose, obviously. And there's a mama moose here that just had a baby. So I might get to see her. They have bobcats and mountain lions. He said, you're more concerned with the mountain lions because they're bigger. Bobcats are smaller, won't bother you. I don't want to fool with none of them anyway. They also have 2 dogs that I met. Their names are Sugar and Oats. If that's not the cutest fucking set of dog names, I don't know what is. They're brother and sister from different litters, but same parents. I'll insert some videos of them too. And one of them has 3 legs, y'all. Oh my God, he got cancer when he was 6 years old. My honey, I was throwing the frisbee to him and he was just loving it. Oh, so I'm excited for them to come and see me again tomorrow. So some of the other things that I did not get to do or didn't do enough of when I was here is hiking. Now, here's the thing. When I say hiking, I more mean like a leisurely stroll in the woods, okay? I'm not trying to scale the side of a mountain. I did one hike whenever I was here. I told you guys about that on Highways, Harmonies, and Harvest Moons, that episode. Also, whenever me and Neek do film a podcast, I'm going to discuss like the drive here, all that stuff. But I want to be with Neek whenever I talk about that. I said me and Neek are going to go to Steamboat Springs and we're going to get on a hot air balloon because I chickened out the last time. But we're doing it this year. I want to go on more walks. The weather in Denver is absolutely insane. There's a heat wave. They're like 14 feet behind on snow. And I don't mind that. I like it. I like it warm, you know. Now, however, a bitch is out of breath, okay? I can't breathe. I get winded everywhere I go, and it's dry. I'm used to humidity. There ain't nothing out here. It's just dry as a bone. Something on my list was I wanted to go ice skating on a lake. There's no way that's going to happen. It's not been cold enough for ice skating on a lake, but that was on my bucket list for sure. Concerts. There's a couple concerts. Bruno is coming, but he's not coming till like September, and I don't plan on being here till September. Olivia Dean is coming, but I don't know if I want to see her in concert. But who I am going to see is Alan Stone. He is going to be performing at the Denver Botanical Gardens this summer, and there's no way I can't not see him live. He is one of my favorite singers, and I really want to see him, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to see Trailer Trash Tammy again for the 3rd time. She's one of my biggest like inspirations. The person who plays her, obviously, well, Trailer Trash Tammy too, but Chelsea Lynn. She's a comedian and internet personality. She has a podcast. And she was one of my biggest inspirations for starting the podcast. So I'm going to see her and I'm going to shoot my shot at her. I paid for meet and greet. I get meet and greet every time. She's amazing. And I'm going to shoot my shot and invite her to be on my podcast. So fingers crossed for that. Speaking of, if you want to be on the podcast, y'all, all you have to do is call, okay? We have a phone number, and that phone number is 423-225-6555. Or you can email us at HmmSOUNDSGOODRadio@gmail.com, or you can just send me a DM on TikTok. Part of wanting to do solo episodes is just like stepping into different avenues when it comes to podcasting. And I have expressed to you guys that I want to have guests. I had Jesse on, and I want to keep interviewing people and talking to people and getting to know people. Something that I've noticed since I started traveling for work 6 years ago. I thought I wasn't a people person. That was just depression. But I really love meeting people, and that's like one of the best aspects of this job and traveling for work is I get to move to cities that I've otherwise never seen, I would have never been in, and I get to cross paths with people that I never otherwise would have, and I've met so many amazing people along the way, and I can't wait to meet more. So yeah, if you want to come on the podcast, hit me up. Let's see. Speaking of Bruno, still haven't listened to the new album. I need to. I'm a bad fan. Okay, here we've got another little quote I can say for you all. This is a good one. So this is from a user on TikTok. Username is at /Nick Young /. And it goes a little something like this. Just because God is taking you the long way doesn't mean he's taking you the wrong way. The path that you are walking is very narrow and not many people can fit on it. It may take a little bit longer to get to your destination, but that's where your faith comes in. Your patience, your humility, and your service to others continues. I have faced a lot in the past year and a half, 2 years, with employment changes, unexpected mishaps, and things going wrong at the house. I lost my job. My water heater went out. My car broke down. I was blessed enough to have enough money in my savings account to get those things fixed. I was blessed enough to get another job. And then literally right when I got the new job, everything happened again. My water heater went out again. My car broke down again. And then they did not renew my contract. So I just had this moment of like, man, what lesson am I not learning? What is the world trying to teach me right now? Because I was going through it. I'm not gonna lie. It was fucking me up mentally because it was just like, holy shit, I just went through this exact same sequence of events, and it's happening all over again. And the conclusion that I've kind of come to in reflection and stuff like that is just, I think the lesson is, what do you do when your back is against the wall? How do you handle adversity? Whew, sorry, y'all. What do you do when you've run out of options? When the backup plan doesn't work? When the game plan doesn't go as planned? What kind of woman are you? Do you want to be somebody who gives up? Do you want to be somebody who can't find the good? Or do you want to be the opposite of that? And another quote that I came across says, the moment that you decide you want better for yourself is the minute the entire universe begins to shift in your favor. Your declaration, command, intentions, visions, and prayers begin the creation of the new reality. All you have to do is decide to never look back. Everything is aligning for you. Trust and believe. Another one that I have, I'm just going to kind of rattle a bunch of them off. There will come a day when everything starts to make sense. When all the detours, delays, and disappointments will no longer feel like punishment. They will feel like protection. Like the universe was holding something back until you were truly ready to receive it. Until you were steady enough to hold it with both hands. That day will come, but in the meantime, be proud of the version of you who keeps going, who keeps believing, and who chooses hope even before the evidence arrives. Oh, y'all. Part of the reason I've waited so long to film this episode is because I wanted to be able to get through it without crying. But there's nothing wrong with crying. I just want you guys to be able to hear me and hear what I'm saying. Okay, one more. You won't believe how good it's about to get. There is a future version of you who is so thankful that you never gave up. Windows will open where doors once closed. And they will guide you down the most beautiful roads. Roads that you were meant to travel. Roads that will help you heal and make sense of all your previous battles. The times where you feel that hope is gone are the very times to keep pushing on. Keep faith and have courage without regret, because you have absolutely no idea how good it's about to get. So, with all that being said, something that has helped me kind of keep my focus forward while also still recognizing my past is the little girl in me. I had a thought the other day of like, man, 10-year-old me would think I was so fucking cool. I'm a homeowner. I have a job that allows me to travel the country. I get to live in different cities and meet new people and see different places. And I put myself back in school to continue on another career that allows me to travel the world. And just because that's not happening right now doesn't mean it's never going to happen. It is. I'm still moving towards that goal. And it's just helped me to kind of look at my life through the eyes of my younger self. And I have so much to be proud of. And I hope that you all know that you have so much to be proud of too. You're still here. You're still fighting. You're still kicking. You're still living. You're still breathing. There's a beautiful world out there. And sometimes you just have to get out of your own way, because I know I be getting in my way, and just go live it. You just have to go live it. You know, as kids, we're told you can be anything you want to be when you grow up. And it's like, why do we stop believing that once we grow up? You can change your circumstance at any time. You can change the trajectory of your life at any time. It's just believing in yourself and going after what you want for your life. And I know that sounds corny as hell, but it's true. I'm realizing now that like so much of the stuff that I did as a little girl and as like a teenager, like I'm living the life that I dreamed. I literally used to sit on the computer after school. I'd ride the bus home from school and I would get on the desktop computer, dial up internet, and I would get on Google and I would get on the maps and I would literally just travel the world on the maps. That is in part to my mama. She's a map maker. So she taught me how to read maps and directions and all that stuff. So I've always kind of had a little fascination with that. And I would just spend hours, like state by state, just looking at different cities, what they look like, what their restaurants are like, what their schools are like. And I still do that now as an adult. My Airbnb wish list is stacked and wrecked, baby. And a lot of the things are stateside, and I've crossed off a lot of my bucket list stateside, and I can't wait to be able to live abroad and spread my wings and see what it's like outside of this country, outside of America, and what life is like somewhere else. It's a scary thing. Who knows? I might hate it. I may hate it and want to come right back. I highly doubt it. But it's been my biggest dream. Literally in elementary school, when we would get to go to the library and everybody else would be reading Junie B. Jones and Goosebumps. Honey, I was in the National Geographic magazines. Okay, I was traveling the world. I was studying about all the untouched tribes in the Amazon rainforest. All right. And my dream job, I don't know if I've shared this with you all. My dream job is to be a photographer for National Geographic. Now, I should probably start taking some pictures. I'm kind of lax on that. But yeah, I mean, I would love to travel the world and take pictures and videos. And I'm kind of already doing that now. Like I have my TikTok and I have YouTube channels. I'm probably going to start ramping up my vlog channel again. Should I give you all my vlog channel? Maybe next time. Let me put a vlog out first and then I'll give it to you. I used to vlog years ago whenever I was living in Florida, and then also when I came to Colorado, and I was like back in Colorado, and I said, you know what, let me start YouTubing again. Let me get back on my vlog game. So yeah, I'm just in the process of kind of healing myself, healing my inner child, and getting back to the things that I enjoyed doing as a child instead of just kind of surviving and rotting on the couch. Like I'm really pushing myself to get out the house and do some things. Up until this point, I've kind of let a lot of outside influences navigate me in a way or hold me back or sway decisions. And I feel like I'm finally at a point where I'm ready to like believe in myself. I'm the type of person that I tend to kind of reach out to others for validation, hear me out. I'm a Libra. I don't know how to fucking make a decision to save my life, okay? So I seek other people to help me make decisions when the reality is like, I know the answer, right? Like I know what's best for me, and not second guessing myself because I've weighed all the pros and cons and the good, the bad, the ugly. It's a disease, honestly. It envelops my mind at all times. So with that being said, I have another little quote, and it says, every biggest decision of your life begins with uncertainty. Every extraordinary moment of courage comes after an internal struggle between wanting to turn back and knowing you must move forward. Every big leap comes right after a deep breath and the one question that only your heart can answer. Can I really do this? And in those moments, you will never feel ready. You will never receive all the guarantees that you're looking for. There will never be absolute certainty, and you will never be able to see all the obstacles on the path before you begin. You only ever have right now and a pull in your heart that can't be ignored. So yeah, if you're like me and you tend to not be able to make a decision, or you reach out to others for some type of validation, know that like you got this and you know the answer, and just to trust yourself, because the loudest and most powerful voice that you will ever hear is your own. A little bit about what I'm going to be doing abroad. I've told you guys I spent 13 years in this career, kind of did everything by the book. I went to college, I bought a house, I got a career, all the things, but it's not filling the hole, the void, the whatever you want to call it, within me to travel the world. I have always wanted to travel the world, and that's what I'm going to do. So this new job, it's contract work. It's anywhere from like 6 to 12 months. There's like 40 different countries I can teach in. I really, really, really want to go to Cambodia, but it's really hard to get a work visa. You got to do a whole bunch of like border hopping, and it's just a lot. So then I was looking at Brazil, but my advisor was like, Brazil's not really safe for women. I was like, is anywhere in the world? And then I was looking at Spain, and I know some people that have taught and lived in Spain. So yeah, who knows? Who knows where I'll end up, where I'll go, but trust and believe, I'ma go. If you are a lover of travel and you like watching YouTube or anything like that, I wanted to drop you guys some recommendations of some channels that I watch and have kind of been my inspiration. Because the goal obviously is not just to teach English. I mean, that's going to be great. I actually really enjoy working with kids. I work in pediatrics in my current line of work. So I'm looking forward to it, but I don't want to do that forever. The goal is to set myself up to be financially independent and travel the world and document it and vlog and do all the things. And I'm going to make it work. I'm going to figure out a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, baby. Okay? And I'm going to do it. So, some of the people that I follow on YouTube that travel for a living are Kara and Nate. I've been watching them for years. They're from Nashville. They literally got married, sold everything that they had, and spent a year like traveling the world, documented everything on YouTube, blew up. Now they're millionaires, and they literally just travel the world for a living. It's amazing. And they're a super cute, fun channel to watch. They've done some amazing things. They do like yearly Christmas markets where they ride trains all through Europe and stop at all the different markets. They do train travel, which I am obsessed with and absolutely love. They go on luxury trains in India. And I think they did one in Scotland. They do some crazy stuff. They're also very adventurous. I'm not that adventurous. They do like bungee jumping and skydiving. I ain't. I like my feet on the ground. But me wanting to go in a hot air balloon. But you get the picture. Another person I follow is Mark Weens on YouTube. He's a food vlogger, and he travels all over the world eating food. I think he's based out of, I want to say Thailand, but he travels all over the world. He does tours in America. I think he's been probably to every continent. Another person I love to watch is Sunday Love, and that's Sundai. She was actually a contestant on America's Next Top Model. And now she lives in Japan. She works in Japan, and she does like YouTube vlogging. So if you're into that kind of thing, Japan is absolutely beautiful. She now owns real estate. She's like a landlord. I think she does like Airbnb. So it's like really cool to watch other people live in other countries and flourish and like kind of show you the way of life elsewhere. And that's what I want to do with my life eventually. And lastly, before I let you go, oh, actually, hold on. Before I do Talking to the Moon, this is, surprise, surprise, we're going to do a little smells good on site, baby. I got a new perfume. This is Only Sunshine by Michaela Nagara via Sniff, I think. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, good. I didn't need a pair of scissors. This fragrance, I have not smelled it. We're doing a complete blind reaction here. It is, this fragrance smells like paradise. It feels like a sweet summer romance. Tropical notes of mango and papaya are wrapped in a warm bed of orange blossom, sea breeze, accord, amber, and musks. Get swept away in the heat of the moment. All right, here we go. cute little bottle. It's like a really pretty purple and orange ombre bottle. It looks like a sunset. All right, here we go, y'all. Blind reaction. God dang it, it got on my fingers. Hold on, here we go. It smells good. Very fresh, fruity. I like that. A lot of people were hating on this and saying it smells like the Glade Hawaiian Tropical Room Spray or whatever. No. It does smell very beachy. Like it smells like a tanning bed if you're white and that makes sense. It smells like a day at the beach, but then it's like there's the base notes. You can really smell the amber and the musk. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna spray that on me. I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, the lid's magnetic. How nice. Well, there we go. That is our little smells good segment. Now, our last little talking to the moon. Here we go. This is mine, actually. This is a little quote from me, and then I have two others that aren't for me, but this is for me. Do it scared, do it unsure, do it exhausted. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And I know for me, I like to stay in my comfort zone. I can sit on the couch all weekend and not do anything. All right, wrapping it up. Here we go. This is another quote by Insurance by Tuan. I don't know, that's the username. And it says, faith and fear both require you to believe in something that has not happened yet. Pick your belief. And I like that. That's very straight and to the point. And lastly, before I let you go, I will leave you with this. Believe in yourself unconditionally, even in the moments when things seem to be going against you. Every setback and every roadblock is testing your conviction. It's okay to feel all these emotions, but keep moving forward and believe regardless. Your faith is shaping realities you can't yet see. The universe moves for those who refuse to stop believing in its magic. Your breakthrough is already unfolding in the unseen. And with that, I leave you and I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.